If I find my way home, yeah. Hey, wouldn't it be crazy?
What went through your mind on that final possession as you were looking to see what you wanted?
I'll just get to my spot. Got to my spot, got the shot that I wanted, just didn't go down.
With about 10 seconds to go left in regulation, it looked like you were signaling for a timeout. Obviously weren't granted it. Did someone notify you that you guys didn't have any timeouts remaining?
I wasn't calling timeout.
You were just spelling out?
Yeah.
Word with T and everything?
No. Just getting ready to go up there and try to make a tying shot, that's all.
Ron, where do you guys feel like you guys took the most strides in this one?
We don't know. We're gonna watch film tomorrow. Still doing a lot of fouling. It's just hard. It's just hard with the new rule changes. You literally can't touch anybody. Well, you can touch somebody, but defensively you just can't. There's nothing. We don't know. We're trying to figure it out. But every time we went to defensive end, especially in the third quarter, we just kept putting them to the free throw line. But we got to try to figure that out because it's just giving teams too many easy opportunities to just go up there and knock down free throws.
Not to make any excuses, but is that causing a lot of thinking right now going on?
It's not causing a lot of thinking. Just trying to figure it out. We want to defend. We know that's going to be our staple. We know we have to defend because when we defend and rebound, we're very good. But just trying to figure out how to defend without fouling.
You mentioned fouling a couple times. How much could you see on that game-tying three? You just got hit right before that.
Not much. I just got to my shot and trusted it. Got a good rhythm coming up the floor, and just trusted my shot. I work on it every day, so I was able to get a good bounce into it and get a good look at it.
Vision wasn't an issue at that.
Once I step in the gym, my vision is clear. Don't mean I'm gonna make them all the time, but my vision is good.
What did Jonathan Williams bring to this team today?
Everything: energy, effort, loose balls, defensive energy. We're happy to have him back.
You mentioned the fouling when it comes to defense a couple times today. Other than that, do you feel good about what you guys are?
We're just gonna continue to get better. We'll continue to get better. I like the direction we're going in. Obviously, it's not resulting in wins right now, but it's such a long process. But we had our chances. I mean, we was up 6 with a minute to go, or less than a minute to go. And just couldn't get a stop. And we had a turnover in that minute, and Rudy hit a big shot, put him down 1. I missed 2, free throws, which is unacceptable. And and then they made a shot, and I missed a shot. So.
It's been a really long time since you've started a season 0-3.
Yeah, since my rookie year.
Is it, okay. That answers my question.
Yeah, I know.
How tough is it?
No, it's not tough. I know what I got myself into. It's a process. I get it. And we'll be fine. So, I didn't come here thinking we were going to be, blazing storms, right out the gate. It's a process, and I understand that. So, the game is, frustrating not to get the win, but I've showered, and I'm good now.
You talked about how the younger guys need experience, and that's going to help. But is there a flip side of that? I mean, the energy they showed in overtime, did they play with sort of fresh every time?
Who?
The younger players.
They should. They should be able to play the whole game and overtime and double and triple and not get tired.
I guess I'm asking, did you feel like there was anything special about the enthusiasm played with tonight?
They should. They're young. When I was 21, 18 when I first got in the league, I could play 4 straight games in a row and not get tired.
Hold on, let me start here. And Dave asked me about this pregame, and I wasn't going to say anything because I was going to save my money, but I just can't anymore. It's 70-something points in the paint to 50-something. Again, they outshoot us from the free throw line. 38 free throws. I watch the play where I got a technical foul on. Watch what happened to LeBron James's arm. It's the same thing that James Harden and Chris Paul shot 30 free throws on us the night before. Then LeBron pulls up on a screen, somebody trying to fight over. Same thing they shot free throws on. Same thing. We are scoring 70 points a night in the paint. That we're putting pressure on Josh Hart. Watch how Josh Hart plays this game. He played 40 minutes tonight. All he does is attack the rim. 0 free throws tonight. Zero. So to me, it doesn't matter. If I know they're young, I get that. But if we're going to play a certain way, let's not reward people for flopping 30 feet from the hole on plays that have nothing to do with that possession. They're just flopping just to see if they get a foul call. And then not reward players that are physically going to the basket and getting hit. It's not right. That being said, I thought our guys fought. They competed tonight. They never gave up. Rebounding got better. The things we focused on, rebounding got better. We covered the free throw thing already. We didn't do a good job with that. Some of that's still our fault. We are fouling. Some of that's our fault, but we're going to continue to get better on that. But overall, very pleased with our guys tonight. Had a chance to win. That's 3 games we've been in. We had chances to win. Now, obviously, it's about winning and losing at the end of the day here. But for us, bigger picture, we're working on getting better. So it's a tough one to take, but we'll be back in the gym again tomorrow doing it all over. Go ahead now.
Yeah. Luke, how do you make sense of the 8-0 run to force overtime, and then the run that the Spurs go on in overtime, and that how you don't see that too often? What did you make of that?
Good players making good plays. Obviously, we felt like we let that game get away, and San Antonio was feeling the same way at the end of regulation. So they outplayed us for most of that regulation, and we found a way to sneak back into it, and then they did the same thing to us in overtime. We could have had a couple better possessions down the stretch, but give them credit. They made every shot they needed to make tonight, and we almost did. We'll take LeBron going to his left on a step-back jumper for game every single night. He's going to hit most of those, but players are making plays.
Is it more frustrating to lose when you make a run like that to force overtime, or is it the same?
I don't know. I was pleased with the way we played today. I was. So we got to get off to a better start. We talked about being disciplined. We talked about being physical, and to start the game, especially against San Antonio, you let a team with that type of skill move the ball freely. I mean, I think they hit their first 11 shots tonight. We can't let that happen. We got to be into them without fouling, but make them, win the battle of the line. You know what I mean? Don't let them move it freely. Push them back, make them operate outside their areas.
Coach, what would you say is just most encouraging? Those are 3 teams that obviously made the playoffs last season. You want the W, obviously, but are there things that are standing out specifically to you that you can see big picture? These could be W's in 10, 15, 20 games?
Yeah, everything is. Really, we've gotten better. I mean, it's been a month together, really. We're rebounding the ball better. I think we might have even had more rebounds than they did tonight. Our assist numbers are up where we want, and we haven't even started making shots, really. We finally hit a few tonight in the second half, but the assist numbers are in the high 20s. I think we had 33 tonight. So the way we want to play, the pace has been great. All these things, as far as who we are as a team, are happening. And now, we gotta close out games. We gotta get stops down the stretch, not foul down the stretch, things like that. But I feel very good about where we're headed.
Luke, your guys' last offensive possession in regulation, you were inbounding with about 10 seconds to go. It looked like LeBron was signaling for a timeout that you guys didn't have.
Yeah.
What was the action that you guys ended up running, and did someone get LeBron's attention and tell him that you didn't have any timeouts?
Well, when I saw him calling for the timeout, I was yelling. I think Kuz, I've got to watch the tape, was yelling too. But once he realized not that we didn't have any, there wasn't an action we ran. It was LeBron dribbled up and made a 3, which is, what makes him special. But that was just him doing that on his own.
Obviously, Kuz had a ton of scoring tonight, but overall, how would you assess, the guys who stepped in the starting lineup?
How do I assess the guys
what do you think?
The guys that started tonight?
Yeah.
They were good. Kuz, his mentality is awesome, right? Like, he knows he makes mistakes. He knows he needs to get better on defense, but he doesn't take it personal. he texted me after the last game, said that'll never happen to me again. I mean, that'd be nice if it never did. I'm sure it will. But that's his mentality. And then he comes in and he works and he works and he works. So, you know, his second-year player that's able to have nights like this. That's why we're so high on him. Zoe had some really big moments. I think, again, he shows us why he can be such a special player. The three he hits in the corner right after San Antonio hits the three. I mean, that's a big shot. He made some incredible plays, and he made some plays where he looked like he was second-guessing himself a little bit. But overall, I thought both of them had very nice nights for us.
Probably not a situation Jonathan Williams imagined himself in, playing in overtime in that situation. What did you see from him, especially defensively, like kind of in that
Well, that's what we've seen from him since training camp started. It's what you know, made our staff really start to take a close look at him, because defensively he's active and he's really intelligent. His communication, for being a guy just trying to make camp, how much he talks during the drills and calling out coverages has been really impressive. So those are the things we saw. You know, and obviously we believe in our players. He was really, really good tonight down that stretch, and happy for him. But he was out there just playing basketball and making reads. He's not afraid of the moment, and he's first time out there, he shot a 15-foot jump shot. That's not his go-to shot, but he's confident with that. So I was very happy, and obviously he played very well tonight.